She claimed that that was her main and only home, even though you've got some neighbours saying she's never there, she's always at the other house, and she registered the birth of her kids at a different house. It was all very fishy.
Angela Rayner stuns viewers with live debt records that shock Westminster. You're not going to believe what just happened. Angela Rayner, Labour's deputy leader, stood on live television and laid down figures that no one in the room was expecting. She didn't mince her words. She didn't dance around the numbers. She went straight for it, and the look on Keir Starmer's face said it all. This wasn't just another political talking point. It was raw, it was public, and it struck at the very heart of Britain's biggest challenge right now: debt. So what exactly happened? During a BBC Live broadcast, Angela Rayner was pressed about how Labour plans to manage the nation's finances if they take full control at the next election. Instead of deflecting with party lines, Rayner reached for fresh figures, and the studio fell silent. According to the data she presented, the UK's national debt has ballooned to more than £2.7 trillion. Yes, trillion. A staggering number that means Britain owes more than the entire economy produces in a year. Rayner made it crystal clear: these are the realities we're dealing with. If we pretend it's not serious, we're lying to the public. Keir knows this, and so does everyone in government. That moment hit hard. Because what she said wasn't just an admission of debt. It was an admission of pressure, of limits, of the uncomfortable truth that Britain is in financial quicksand and climbing out won't be easy. The reaction was immediate. Political commentators lit up Twitter within minutes. One wrote, "Angela Rayner just torpedoed Labour's messaging. This was brutally honest, but politically dangerous." Another added, "This is the first time we've seen Labour frontbench admit the scale of debt this openly. Starmer will not be happy." Inside Labour HQ, the mood was tense. Party insiders admitted privately that Rayner's bluntness might backfire. One MP told The Guardian, "Honesty plays well with the public, but it also hands the Tories a stick to beat us with." And that's exactly what happened. Within hours, Conservative spokespeople pounced. They claimed Rayner's words proved Labour had no plan, only warnings. One Tory MP said on Sky News, "If Labour's deputy leader is already saying debt is this bad, what hope do they have of fixing it?" It was political theatre, and Rayner was at the centre of it. Let's break down why this landed with such a bang. The UK's debt has been climbing for years, driven by pandemic spending, energy bailouts, and inflation. But here's the kicker: the cost of servicing that debt has exploded too. With interest rates higher, Britain now spends over £110 billion a year just paying interest. That's money gone. Not invested in schools. Not invested in hospitals. Just burned away to keep creditors happy. Rayner's live admission pulled the curtain back. It wasn't coated in optimism or slogans. It was stark, factual, and deeply uncomfortable. And for many viewers, it rang true. The public response was immediate and divided. On Facebook, one user posted, "Finally, a politician telling it straight. We're in trouble, and it's about time someone admitted it." But another countered, "This is exactly why Labour can't be trusted. If even Rayner is saying it's this bad, how can they deliver anything?" A viral TikTok clip of her statement had the caption, "Angela Rayner said what we're all thinking. Britain is broke." The comments flooded in, thousands within hours. People debating not just the numbers, but whether honesty in politics is refreshing or reckless. And here's where the real drama lies. Keir Starmer has worked hard to present himself as calm, steady, and in control. But Rayner's unscripted moment cut through that polish. It showed cracks. It showed a deputy willing to be blunt, even if it unsettles the leader. Now Starmer faces a dilemma. Does he stand by her and embrace the honesty, or does he distance himself, risking a public split? If he embraces it, Labour could come across as refreshingly truthful, ready to face hard realities. But if he pushes back, it could spark whispers of division at the top of the party, whispers the Conservatives would love to amplify. Expect this clip to be replayed endlessly. Expect opposition MPs to bring it up at every debate. Expect journalists to ask, over and over, "Is Labour really prepared to tackle the debt problem?" And expect the public to keep watching Angela Rayner. Because love her or hate her, she just showed she's willing to say what others won't. Here's the truth. Angela Rayner didn't just share numbers today. She changed the political conversation. She forced Keir Starmer, the government, and the public to confront a reality that's been bubbling under the surface for years. And the question now is simple, but explosive. If this is what Labour admits on live TV, what else are we not being told? Because sometimes, the most powerful political moments aren't the ones written in speeches. They're the ones that slip through raw, unscripted, and impossible to ignore. And today, Angela Rayner delivered exactly that.